Hello and welcome back to Well with Samantha, with me, Samantha. This is our fourth week as we move through the elements for March. We just have 1 week left, and this week we are moving through the element of air, very, very closely connected to our Anahata chakra, our heart center. And really this is all about that love. It's about joy, happiness, devotion. So today, because this actually falls quite nicely when I've been teaching it in person, with the change in the seasons, with the astrological new year, with Holi, which is that beautiful, bright, colourful Indian celebration. We also have the spring equinox. We also have Ostara, beautiful Celtic, traditional Celtic and pagan tradition. And also, what else do we have? British summertime is almost upon us. It nearly begins. So we are definitely in the throes of spring. There's a lot of new beginnings, colour and life is springing up around us. So today is all about that joy, that happiness, tapping into our Anahata chakra through the element of air. And with the element of air, it is called or referred to as Vayus in Sanskrit, in Hindu, because Vayu was the god, the Hindu deity of air and wind, and it is said that there are 5 winds within each of us. And in Vayu, we have 2 syllables, and Va is believed to mean that which flows, which I think is really beautiful. So first up we have Prana Vayu. It is a forwards momentum. It governs the chest and the head. It's all about that respiration. Then we have Apana Vayu. It's that downward momentum governing the pelvis area. It's that elimination. We then have Samana Vayu, which is the navel. It's an inward momentum, which kind of makes sense, right? It's very much a balancing energy. Udana Vayu is the throat, connected to expression, and it's that upwards momentum. And then finally we have Vyana Vayu, which is the whole body, circulation, and it is an outwards momentum from all parts of the body. So today we're going to be focusing our attention on Prana Vayu. Prana Vayu being head and chest, respiration, that forwards momentum, really connected to Anahata chakra. And prana is often referred to simply as breath, right? But prana is made up of 2 syllables, pra and na, and it means force that is in constant motion. So pranayama, or breath work, as we very simply translate it to, usually for the ease of our fellow yoga friends and students to understand what it is we're talking about. Pranayama is often referred to as breath control, but it means so much more than that. In the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, pranayama is referred to as the ability to enhance the vibration of one's energy, one's life force, through breath, through slowing down the breathing, through speeding up the breathing. It's enhancing it to a higher vibration, higher frequency. And it is believed by some yogis that we are bestowed with a certain amount of breaths for our entire lifetime, and that we have the ability to extend or enhance or our longevity of our life simply by slowing down our breathing, because prana is so much more than breath. It is our energy, it is our life force. And I'm reading a couple of books at the moment, Hatha Yoga Pradipika, but also I'm reading a book about Qigong. And the parallels between yoga and Qigong are really quite remarkable. And in traditional Chinese medicine, Qi, or Qi, is energy. It's our life force. And so traditional Chinese medicine really supports a lot of the things that we learn in yoga as far as our prana, our energy, our life force is concerned. So today we are going to be really focusing on our breath, on our Anahata chakra, and really thinking about the colours as well, because we are so surrounded by new colours springing to life. I keep seeing magnolia trees and cherry blossom trees in real life, but also filling up my social media feeds as well. So think about the colour today that you might associate with your breath, and perhaps with your Anahata chakra. And it may not be a traditional colour such as green or pink. It may be something completely different. That's totally fine. Think about that colour and anchor yourself to it. And it may be more than one colour as well. Also totally fine. So bring yourself to that comfortable seated position. Know that you have full autonomy of your body. If something doesn't feel good, don't do it. Come into your happy shape at any point. And if you're still not sure what your happy shape is, feel free to try mine, which is wide knee child's pose or kneeling. So in a comfortable seated position, perhaps in cross-legged, mermaid, legs out straight, or kneeling, whatever feels good. We're going to start off with heart and brain breathing. So we're going to bring our left hand to our heart center and our right hand down to the ground. And this is such a beautiful way to reconnect to our breath, to our prana, our chi, our life force, whilst also reconnecting to the nature and the world around us. So if you can practice this breathing technique outside, then please do, because it's quite magical. And as you breathe, start to focus on maybe deepening the inhale through the nose and lengthening the exhale through the mouth. Noticing with every inhale your lungs fill with oxygen that you take from the world around you, given out by trees and plants. And as you exhale, you give back carbon dioxide to feed and nurture those same plants and trees around you. Breathing life and colour into one another. Constant reminder of how we are all so intimately and intricately connected. And as we focus our breathing into our heart center, it is believed by some that our brain waves start to assimilate to our heartbeat. And I'm not sure if there's any truth in that, but again, I think it's very beautiful. And it helps to keep us centered and grounded. Or certainly it does for me anyway. And take 3 more rounds of breath here. And bring in both hands together at your heart center, Anjali Mudra. And start to open the palms up so that your thumbs and your pinkies are still connected to one another, but the other fingers open out. And it's almost like if you open your eyes and gaze down at your hands, what you see is it's like a flower opening, maybe like a tulip or a lotus. This is Padma Mudra. Padma meaning lotus. And imagine that as you're breathing, you're filling up that flower with colour, that lotus or that tulip, whatever your flower is. You're filling it with colour with every inhale. And with every exhale, it grows more vibrant and vivid. Take an inhale, start to offer it all the way up. And as you exhale, allow it to shower you with colour. Inhale, gather it up like confetti. And exhale, draw it into heart center. Inhale, offer it up. Exhale, allow it to wash over you. Inhale, gather that colour up. Exhale, come down through heart center, draw it in. 3 more times. Bring the hands down through heart center. Bring them back to Anjali Mudra, holding here. Take an inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And bring the hands down in front of you. Bring yourself into that tabletop position. Fingers spread nice and wide. Knees underneath the hips. Hands underneath the shoulders. Curl the toes under, lift into down dog. Take the hips skyward, slight bend to the knees. Extend through those arms, through those shoulder blades. Take that dog for a little walk here. And taking an inhale through the nose, raise that right leg to the sky, bending the knee. And then draw that knee in towards the nose. We're going to hold here. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower that right foot down to the ground. Set yourself up for high lunge. So if you want to widen the stance here like I am, take the feet to the long edges of the mat. Make sure the knee is above the ankle. When you feel grounded, safe and secure, take an inhale, raise the arms all the way up to the sky. And then as you exhale, open those arms out like a funnel. Again, allow that colour that you were once focusing on with your breath in Padma Mudra, allow it to wash over you. Inhale, gather it up like confetti. Exhale, draw it into heart center. Inhale, offer it back up. Exhale, allow that colour to wash over you. Inhale, swoop the arms up. Exhale, open. Inhale, gather it up. And exhale, hands down through heart center in Padma Mudra. Inhale, offer it back. Exhale, allow that colour to wash over you. Take an inhale, scoop that colour up from the earth. Exhale, allow it to wash over you. Inhale, gather it up like confetti. Exhale, hands down through heart center, Padma Mudra. Inhale, offer it back. And as you exhale, allow it to wash over you. Bring those hands down, frame that front foot, step back into down dog. Take that dog for a little walk here. Shift the weight forwards to high plank. Option to drop the knees here. Exhale, come down through chaturanga. Inhale, rise up through cobra. And take it back into down dog. Take that dog for a little walk here. And inhale, raise the left leg to the sky, bending the knee. Draw that knee in towards the nose, holding here. Take an inhale. Exhale, step that foot down. Setting up for high lunge, widen the stance if you want to. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, open them out. Allow that colour to wash over you again. Inhale, gather it up like confetti. Exhale, draw it into heart center. Inhale, offer it back up. Exhale, allow it to wash over you. Inhale, swoop that colour up from the earth. Exhale, allow it to wash over you. Inhale, gather it up. Whenever I do this, every time I've done this in my classes, when I'm gathering it up, I feel like all I can visualise is gathering up loads of cherry blossoms. Exhale, draw it into heart center, Padma Mudra. Inhale, offer it up. Exhale, allow that colour to shower you. Inhale, scoop that colour up. Exhale, open up. Inhale, gather up those cherry blossoms. We'll go in there. Exhale, draw it into heart center. Inhale, offer it back up. Exhale, allow that colour to wash over you. Frame that front foot, step back into down dog. Take that dog for a little walk here. Shift the weight forward, stepping into high plank. Option to drop the knees. Exhale, come down through chaturanga. Inhale, rise up through cobra. And take it back into child's pose here. Roll out those wrists if you want to. Or come into kneeling, whatever feels good. Holding here. Take an inhale into your heart center, or if you are in child's pose, that point on your back directly opposite your heart center. Exhale. Feel that Prana Vayu, that forwards momentum. If you're kneeling, feel it coming, radiating from your Anahata Chakra. If you're in child's pose, visualize that forward momentum lifting you up from your back, almost making you feel lighter. Take an inhale, bring yourself to a tabletop position. Curl the toes under, lift into down dog. And take that dog for a little walk here. Take an inhale, raise the right leg to the sky, bending the knee. And then start to set your gaze underneath your right armpit here. Opening up through the hips. And then imagine that Prana Vayu, that forward momentum reaching and emanating forwards from your heart center as you gaze under that right armpit. Holding here, take an inhale. And as you exhale, start to draw that right knee in towards the nose, but we're going to thread it underneath the left leg. Right hand comes to the center of the mat. Externally rotate that left leg and then bring that left arm up as you open out into a variation of Ashistasana, really. If this doesn't feel so good, we can bring that left arm down, lower the right knee and open here. Go to where it feels good. Slight bend to that right elbow. Holding here, take an inhale into your heart center. What color is it? Exhale from your heart center. That Prana Vayu, that forward momentum. Allow it to radiate. One more time, inhale. And as you exhale, bring that left hand down to the ground. Come back into that high plank. Lift back into down dog. Taking that dog for a little walk here. And take another inhale, raising that left leg to the sky, bending the knee. And set your gaze underneath your left armpit here. And really opening through the hips, ground down through those three limbs. Inhale into the left side of the body. And exhale from your heart center. Feel that Prana Vayu, that forward momentum. Inhale. And as you exhale, draw that left knee in towards the nose, but instead of stepping it down, weave it underneath the body, bring the left hand to the center underneath the chest, externally rotate that back foot to face the long edge of the mat, open up, lift that right arm up, and again, option to lower that left knee down, holding here, take an inhale, exhale, 2 more times. Exhale, bring that right arm down to the ground, step back into downward facing dog. Shift the weight forwards to high plank, holding here, take an inhale. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, hold here. Exhale, lower all the way down, release the hands. Bring the elbows underneath the forearms, shoulders roll back and down, rise up through Sphinx. Closing the eyes here. Relax those wrists, ground down through those elbows. Take the breath to the heart center, Anahata Chakra. And as you exhale, feel that forward momentum. Prana Vayu. And then lowering down to the ground, bring yourself into crocodile. Do you know what? I think crocodile is one of my favourite shapes at the moment. I'm managing to like sneak it into pretty much every flow right now. I go through phases. Sometimes child's pose is my favourite, other times it's kneeling. And there you go, there's another one, crocodile, another firm favourite. Bringing the left hand to underneath the shoulder. Take your gaze to your left hand. Your right arm, extend it behind you, almost as if you're like drawing a T with your right arm, right? So it's that bit of the T that strokes across. Bend that left knee. Push through the heel of the left hand. And as you do, start to open up your body to the left side of your mat so that your left foot comes behind you. It doesn't matter if the left foot touches the ground or not. Notice where you feel the stretch. And start to take that breath into your Anahata chakra. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. And exhale. One more time. And as you exhale, lower back down to the ground for crocodile. And when you get there, rest the head on the forearms, or the backs of the hands, sorry. And either be still or rock your forehead from side to side. Give yourself a little forehead massage here. Let's take broken wing on the other side, coming out of crocodile. Go ahead and bring your right hand to the ground, underneath the right shoulder. Extend the left arm out behind you. Bend the right knee. Push through the heel of the right hand, opening up to the right side of your mat, so that your right foot comes behind you. And if it touches the ground, great. If it doesn't, great. Notice where you feel that stretch in your body. And notice if it feels different this side. Take that breath into your heart center. Exhale from Anahata chakra. 2 more times. And exhale, come back to heart center, come back into crocodile. Rest the forehead on the backs of the hands here. Take a moment, take a gentle sway from side to side. And on your next inhale, start to bring the hands underneath the shoulders, rise up through Cobra. Take it back into a tabletop position. Go ahead and raise your right arm to the sky, and as you exhale, draw it underneath the body. We're going to bring ourselves into child's pose, threading the needle. So we can keep this left hand right here by our head, or we can extend it towards the top of the mat, or if we want to feel more of an opening in our Anahata chakra, more of an opening in our chakra, what rubbish am I speaking? If we want to feel more opening in our chest, more opening here, bring that left hand behind the back, take it towards the opposite thigh. And this helps to create more space. And then feel that forward momentum as you breathe. Take your breath in to your heart center and exhale. Imagine that breath coming out from your heart center. One more time. And slowly unravel. Bring that left hand down. Take an inhale, start to bring yourself back to that tabletop position. I'm just going to turn around so I don't have my back to you. Take an inhale, raise the left arm to the sky. And as you exhale, draw it underneath the body, bringing the head down so the gaze is to both hands. An option here, extend the right arm up, or if you want to feel more of an opening in the chest, feel more space to breathe, take that right arm behind the back of the body towards the opposite thigh and hold here. 2 more times. And slowly start to unravel. Bring yourself back to a tabletop position. And then bring yourself to kneeling. And closing the eyes, come to a comfortable seated position. By all means, if you would rather lie down here, that's totally fine. Otherwise, bring yourself to that comfortable seated position. Go ahead and bring that left hand back to the heart center, right hand to the ground. Come back to that heart and brain breathing. Bring your awareness to your breath. Take it in through the nose. Follow it as it travels down through your throat to your lungs. And take it to your heart center. And exhale and allow it to release. Imagine you're releasing it out from your heart center. That forward momentum. Prana Vayu. Inhale through the nose. Three more times. And bring both hands together at your heart center. Start to rub the palms together. Feel that warmth, heat and energy start to build. And place the hands over the eyes. Feel that warmth, heat and energy resonate throughout your entire body. And as you breathe here, I'm going to leave you with an affirmation to take into the rest of your day and the rest of your week. I cannot change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails. I cannot change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails. I cannot change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails. Keeping the eyes closed, start to draw the hands away. Place them one on top of the other at your heart center. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And exhale everything out with a sigh. And as we do, we say thank you to the Krishnamacharya and Iyengar lineage of yoga, to all of the teachers and practitioners who came before us. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed this flow. If you did, please let me know in the comments below. Hit that notification button, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Helps me to reach more people and build our small but ever-growing community of yoga friends. Have a lovely, lovely rest of the day. Take care, stay well. Bye.